Check my cameras type check. You know what I'm saying? But how's everybody doing, man? Oh shit, there ain't nobody in here yet. Fuck, my bad. Alright. At that level then, I shall go ahead and adjust myself. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Gotta get myself situated, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, dude. But in the world where you will bump into this shit, since you're not here right now, real quick. Bars. Welcome. You shall leave it in the comments. You can leave it in the comments, Your Honor, where you're from. How you feeling right now at this very moment that you're watching this video? Forget when this video dropped, but when you're watching this, how you feeling right this moment? And be honest too. You know what I'm saying? About to jump into some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I got my whole little adjustment situated. You feel me? I'm trying to find a comfortable way in terms of like reacting to the Big Brother situation. You feel me? Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's really interesting. It's really interesting. But without further ado, you feel me? PHREYZ 96 in the building. AWAD. All worlds a day, but just for a couple of hours a day. Feel me? All worlds a day, but just for a couple of hours on that day. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. I am actually on the wrong account. Now let's quickly change that, shall we? Because on this account, man, damn, the ads is still gonna bombard us like a motherfucker, like a mother sucker. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cussing, right? Mother sucker is not cussing, is it? Is it not, chat? Is it not, chat? Y'all tell me, chat. Yo, I was, fuck. Should I get into a movie review? I want to start a little something new. I want to get into some movie reviews, man. Yup. Little bitty movie reviews, but then I ain't trying to I ain't trying to like get into the whole movie. I ain't trying to get into like watching the whole movie and shit like that. You feel me? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do official movie trailer, and then I'm gonna do like a trusted movie review from another content creator reviewing the shit, right? So that at least we have a picture, and then at least, you know what I'm saying, according to me, because this is my POV, according to me, whether you should go check it out or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they revealed, you know what I'm saying, the plot, but obviously when they review movies, they talk about the plot, they talk about what's going on, they basically spoilers. So everything on this, just quick little disclaimer. Everything on this is spoiler, bro. So just, yeah, just off the back. So right here, wait, let me just start it off like this so that I can get my little thumbnail and shit like that. So right here, we finna start with the, hold on, man, I don't like this camera of mine over here. I think I should, yeah, let me just do that. I don't like this adjustment. Let me adjust this right quick like that. Yeah. So yeah, just to get my little quick thumbnail, and this is not the movie, guys. It's not a cartoon. This is not it, bro. Let me pull it up. You know what I'm saying? Have patience and shit like that. So yeah, so we got the trailer of a movie called Eddington, right? It's Eddington. Let me see if we can get. Yeah, this is it right here. Eddington.
I am recording this. Fair warning.
Is that really necessary? Look, Joe.
6 feet.
Okay, wait. First things first, right? I just want to read the shit because, okay, look, we all know about the whole attention span thing, right? Attention spans is fucked up. Attention spans is fucked. So my attention span is fucked. Your attention span is fucked. It ain't no excuse. I don't give a fuck what you say, dog. Y'all degenerates at the back over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all little ain't hitting on shit, bro. Everybody attention span is fucked. Facts. Fuck out of here, bro. Facts. Everybody's shit gone. So I don't want to get into the movie. I feel like only if maybe the review, the trailer really gets me, I might just, you feel me? I might just jump on that motherfucker. But right here, I'm okay with just like, for as far as maybe it doesn't interest me that much. Right? For as long as it don't interest me, I'm okay with just reading the you know what I'm saying, the description on the YouTube description section, seeing the review, and then if it interests me, maybe let's say beyond an 8 out of 10, then we can literally, I might just have a stream watching that motherfucker, if possible, in my situation, you know what I'm saying? And then yeah, so right here, Eddington's trailer, you know what I'm saying, trailer for Eddington, blah blah blah. Welcome to Eddington. Watch the official trailer for Ari A-Stars explosive new movie starring Joaquin Phoenix, my boy Joker in the building, you know what I'm saying, Pedro Pascal, Luke Grimes, Dear Day, okay, my bad, Mr. O'Connell, Michael Ward. Okay, I don't know if that's a Mr. or Mrs. actually. O'Connell, my bad, Joe. The O'Connell person, Michael Ward, Austin Butler, and Emma Stone. In cinemas 22 August. Okay, so today is the 8th. Yeah, no, it's the 1st. It's the 1st. Damn. You see that whole month versus day thing got me fucked up. I thought it was, I'm saying 8th of January. No, nigga, 1st of August. Yeah. So it drops on the 22nd, written and directed by Ari A-Star and starring Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Luke Grimes, yes, Mr. O'Connell, Michael Ward, Austin Butler, and Emma Stone, right? So this is the movie that we're looking at. It's called, no, bad, let me just get organized, bro. I'm so disorganized today. It's called Eddington. Let's go.
I am recording this. Fair warning.
Is that really necessary?
My boy Joaquin right here. Shout out.
Look, Joe.
6 feet.
What?
Where the buffalo roam,
Is that praying?
where the deer and the antelope play,
Whoa.
How did we get here? And even worse, is it worth it?
where seldom
At the
is
cost of being at war with your neighbors?
a discouraging word,
That's why I'm running for mayor.
and the skies are not
Mayor of Eddington.
all day.
Thank you super duper very much. I used to think that you were some big deal. But I am a much better human being than you.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody here.
Home, home on the rainy,
Husband, sheriff, mayor to be.
where the deer and the antelope
You want things simple and neat. We were in a fight against evil.
seldom is heard.
These are your streets. No, they're your streets to keep safe.
You know how death works out.
People are gonna be looking here now.
Keep your own office going, but you're gonna run mine.
So we vote Joe Cross, take back our community,
Hell yeah.
save our soul.
Dang.
Your pain is not a coincidence. You are not a coincidence. We are not a coincidence.
We need to free each other's hearts.
Okay. Okay. Okay, right here we have the review of Eddington, the Eddington movie, right? Chris Stuckmann right here is gonna share the review, and we shall check that out in a little bit. I mean, you know, trailers are not supposed to reveal that much. They're not supposed to be, well, they're not meant to be spoilers. You feel me? So, yeah, they're not meant to reveal that much, and this one right here did just that. For me, it did not reveal anything at all besides the fact that, okay, we're looking at a landscape of, so it's a political kind of, it makes us aware of just the political temperature. You know what I'm saying? The result of just like what politics can do to a small town. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that isn't interested in anything politics because of whatever reason. Maybe the movie does reveal why, and people are just like over shit because, you know, that one part where homie was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to like gain any form of favor from people out here? There's nobody out here. Clearly there's people that live in that town. It's like infrastructure and everything like that. So clearly there's like people that live there. But then now it's like, yo, nobody clearly cares about politics, propaganda, blah blah blah, what media has to like kind of promise people in terms of political promises and, you know what I'm saying, situations like that. So okay, we have that kind of situation right here. New neighbor tries to run for mayor in the area and shit like that. And then obviously what comes from that. And I feel like, okay, from what I see, it's my POV. It can be ass as F. It can be ass AF as fuck, right? It can be ass. It can be like going its own direction. But it's my POV. You here right now, enjoying it with me. And that's the whole point. That's, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it though. So from what I've seen, that's it. Like my perspective maybe just mad shallow about this one right here. It's not really intriguing. So yeah, so basically, yeah, my point was that new neighbor, you know what I'm saying, comes into the spot, comes into the neighborhood, comes into the town, you know, tries to probably organize shit properly, try to maybe gain favor. Obviously, when you politically just like try run campaigns in a town or whatever, you're trying to gain favor from those people, from that community, etc. And while doing that, he, you know, discovers a whole lot of just like underlying traumas, bro. Trauma patterns, fuck, you know, just because I'm not gonna like rewind it just to watch it. I'm saying rewatch it. I mean, I'm kind of loose off of some wine, so I'm just gonna get me whatever that this state of mind gives me, really. So yeah, we see it's, you know, all these things are happening at the wake of a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Something that's as similar as what we had in 2020 in real life, IRL, right? Yeah, that is just that kind of shit, bluesy, bluzzy, bloody, blah, you feel me? Not interesting at all, like, for a viewer like me. But then, again, let's see what the review from Chris Stuckmann has to say about this, right? Has to say about this show. So, right now, so we just viewed the trailer. Here is the review from, well, Eddington movie review from Chris Stuckmann. Go.
Eddington is written and directed by Ari Aster and stars Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Emma Stone, and Austin Butler. And the film takes place in May of 2020 as a standoff between...
May 2020, so it's not anything that's like a pandemic, it is the pandemic that happened in 2020. Alright, cool.
A small town sheriff and mayor.
Yeah, I feel like, you see, and I think that's why I chose to watch the trailer and then get into the movie review, because the trailer can just like show me just like what my mind wants me to see. Or which might be just like ass, and more cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like my mind could just take me to its own kind of ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Land of milk and ignorant honey. But that's what makes shit interesting too, because, you know, art is open to interpretation at the end of the day. Boom.
Sparks a powder keg as neighbor is pitted against neighbor in Eddington, New Mexico. But I also want to give a big thank you to the sponsor for this video, Factor.
Okay. I didn't even know it's like based on some like real life aspects of things, right? New Mexico, Eddington, real place. you know, everything is happening off of the backdrop of the COVID-19. Don't know if I wanted to name drop that motherfucking monster, because it was a monster, but off of the pandemic. So real life events. Let's go.
Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success. You can skip the grocery stores, the prep work, the cooking fatigue, and instead get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. With over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options.
So we get an organized system from the birth or the conception. Yeah, the real life just manifestation of this pandemic. So everything is systematized down to the meals of the general public. Okay.
It's like keto, calorie smart, vegan plus veggie, and more. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans from.
So Factor is their version of the Matrix, I am assuming. Let's go.
4 to 18 meals per week, or pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. For us, it's really cut down on grocery trips because that can really take a lot of time out of the day, especially when you have kids.
But that could help with obesity too, because if you regulate how much intake people, you know what I'm saying, consume in terms of their food, then you got a society that literally looks or has the same mass, because regularly we get on the exact same diet. Interesting.
You're running as fast as you can to get everything done. The schedule can be a nightmare sometimes, and Factor has really helped make things easier. So it helps add time to your day when you know you're not having to waste it figuring all that stuff out. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50Stuckmann.
Oh shit, this nigga is talking about his sponsor, Factor. I'm out here thinking that Factor's the fucking Matrix, bro. Chill with y'all sponsorships, bro.
Called the definitive movie about the pandemic. Making it in 2021, and so the day I knew was playing Animal.
See what I'm talking about? That's what I said. Like, I could just like make shit up, bro. This nigga was talking about a fucking sponsorship. I'm thinking the sponsorship is part of the movie.
It's weird because, like, in general, in my entertainment,
nah, that was fun.
I learned that I could call the defend. This film is shot by the legendary filmmakers were born in 2020 period where when it comes to movies at take.com for 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That link is in the description below. Thank you so much to Factor for sponsoring this video. So when it comes to movies that take place during the pandemic or utilize the pandemic as part of its plot, man, I think I'm really done with it. I just don't want to think about that. That's just such a, it's weird because like there are aspects of that time that strangely some of my friends and I have become nostalgic for. Like there was this period where everybody I knew was playing Animal Crossing. A buddy of mine had never seen Dragon Ball Z before, and so we watched all of Dragon Ball Kai. Obviously my children were born in 2021, and so there are memories of this time that feel very special to me, but in general, in my entertainment, I like not thinking about it. But Ari Aster is a filmmaker that I endlessly respect, and I think he is brilliant, and I very much so wanted to see what he was going to do with this story. And this is easily a film that I could call the definitive movie about the pandemic, at least now. There might be another one in the future, who knows, but for now, this is the one that addresses every...
Wait, are still people mad sensitive about the pandemic? Like name dropping the pandemic and shit like that?
Incredible. There are so many sequences in this movie that feel like old school big movie filmmaking. The budget was reportedly $25 million, and you don't see too many movies like this on the big screen for that budget anymore unless it's some kind of IP based off of a book or something or other. This is a completely original movie with big stars made by a filmmaker who likes to push boundaries. Just like with Bo, with this film I didn't necessarily grasp everything on first viewing. It feels pretty much impossible. It's a 2.5-hour movie that is filled with so much information, so much story, and very much so a throw everything at the wall and see what sticks approach to addressing so many different events that happened during the pandemic. My favorite aspect of this film by far, and the storyline that I was most invested in, is the mayoral campaign war that's happening between Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal's character being the current mayor who's trying to get reelected, and Joaquin Phoenix playing a sheriff who's tired of wearing masks, doesn't want to wear the mask, and thinks, you know what, I'm going to become mayor of this town and prove that...
So basically, doesn't that mean the one is liberal, the one is Republican? Type shit. No, I mean the one is liberal, the one is conservative. Damn. Yeah, doesn't that mean that though? Right, because the one is like, yo, I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? What I think is best for people, and I'm gonna lead them there too. Then obviously the other one is like, yo, this, you know what I'm saying, be conservative about things. Let's be diplomatic. Let's think for what is right, nigga. Let's do what is right. Get your fucking mask on. What you doing? Mask on. Shout out Pluto.
All of this is just a bunch of BS. And them two going against each other is easily the most compelling part of this film. It's also a very darkly funny movie. There are many moments that I laugh that, you know, in your average movie, the things being depicted on screen you would not laugh at. But this movie encourages you to. Sometimes it makes you feel bad for laughing because it's...
So basically it's the whole concept of be able to laugh at what you went through. The traumas you went through, the blessings you went through, etc. Okay, it's cool as principles. I ain't gonna lie, I missed all of that in the trailer. But then again, the trailer is like 1.5 minutes, so you gotta understand. You ain't gonna get shit on the trailer, bro.
It's real events, and it's things that we saw or lived through at some point in time that meant something to us very much so in a different way. And just 5 years after the fact, some things are funny that at the time definitely weren't. But there's also a lot of very serious things the film addresses as well that is making us look at those events and wonder if we handled them properly or if there was anything we could have done differently. But it all being from the perspective of a sheriff who is asthmatic, who does not want to wear a face mask, who ends the film in such a place that you genuinely could not have predicted. The movie has a downward spiral for this character for sure, but I just can't imagine anyone guessing exactly how his life ends up. Eddington is bound to be a controversial movie because so many different people are going to have opinions on all of its various ideas about things that took place during that year. The film does feel pretty centrist. It feels very rooted in the middle. It takes sides in some ways that feel very human and very empathetic, and in other ways it can look at the handling of things and say, have we gone too far with approaching this or addressing this, and is there a different way we could do it? And ultimately the film's message does seem to be that no matter how hard we try sometimes to do the right thing, or we think we're doing the right thing, we can oftentimes be in service of corrupt officials and data management companies and tech billionaires who don't care about us, even though we're trying to do the right thing sometimes. But we are also at the mercy of whatever our smartphones tell us is the right thing to do. And that essentially...
Okay, so... so just real quick. I think this is it's just basically a classic concept. It's a classic, concept or reality of the whole idea or the whole process of manifestation of reflecting on what you've went through, no matter how traumatic, no matter how pleasant, no matter how whatever the case. But it's like be able to reflect on what you went through, take the lessons, take the humor, man. Humor is healing. Humor heals, right? Take that into consideration. Take the lessons. Most importantly, take the lessons. And evaluate, analyze, evaluate, review, and report back to your own self as to like how are you gonna make a change? How are you gonna make it, like, because it covered a whole lot of real life aspects. And if you're a real life human being, I know you are watching this, duh, right? You're a human watching this, unless it's AI. Unless I bought it my views and my my bad. No, never that, gang. Never that, gang. You feel me? Yo, but it's like, yeah, man. Let's just take it back. You know what I'm saying?